the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Bart.
It's going to be another beautiful day.
It's been nice. It's been nice out at night. It's been great.
Chilly now, 38 degrees, a high today of 67, and there's a little fog here and there, but it should be mostly sunny today, and the whole week looks great.
Yeah, it's leaf season for sure. The city of Jackson, they begin their leaf pickup next Monday, so it should be a busy weekend for all those in the city raking leaves. It's been crazy out. We've already done it twice.
Yeah, well, they're all down pretty much.
Which is nice because when they wait until the snow comes, it is nasty. So should be a good weekend, hopefully, to rake leaves into the street. With
tonight's $1.2 billion Powerball jackpot, it's expected that the lottery sales today will break records.
Well, then all that money going to the schools should flourish.
Does it really?
It says it does. I don't know.
In China, did you know they have lotteries in China?
No, that's not true.
Yes. Yesterday, the winner of a $29.9 million Chinese lottery jackpot, he wore a mascot suit to claim his prize.
That's what I would have worn.
So nobody, and I mean nobody, would know his identity. The man, identified only as Mr. Lee, told local newspapers he was keeping his jackpot a secret from even his wife and child so they wouldn't become rich deadbeats.
Really? I don't know how you can win the lottery in China and hide that. I would assume they'll find out who's in that suit. I'm surprised they don't make you show your face.
I know. I'm
like
surprised.
Here, yeah. Go get him. Go get him. Yeah, it's nuts. Wow. So, so you're buying a ticket?
Well, when it gets up to $1 billion, why not?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you?
Yeah, I think I will. I think I will buy a ticket.
So
today.
if one of us isn't here tomorrow, that means
one of us is in Lansing claiming our prize, and I'll be looking for one of those.
How soon would you go and get your claimant?
Immediately.
Immediately?
Immediately. Yeah,
yeah.
Immediately. I mean, if they were closed, then I'd wait until the morning, but I'd probably have that ticket in some type of weird secure thing, and I'd sleep in the parking lot of the Michigan State Lottery office.
I would wait till after January 1 because there's probably so many tax.
Who cares? When you have that much money, it doesn't matter. So, I had a little bit of a personal tragedy yesterday. That belt you got me a couple years ago for Christmas, the one where it swaps all the leathers, it broke.
No.
Yeah, so I'm scrambling for a belt this morning because I have not used a belt other than that clip one in the last few years.
Well,
found a belt. I don't like the belt, and I need new belts.
If you'll recall, that was a belt kit. And
it broke.
The kit?
The buckle broke. The actual buckle. Yes, it came with two buckles. I lost one buckle a year ago.
How do you lose a belt buckle?
You know, I don't know. Because you're constantly changing them out. So, I don't know. Probably in a parking lot somewhere.
Well, I guess I know what I'm getting you for Christmas this year.
Yeah, good. That's all I want.
I didn't know those Anson belts could break. Way to go, Anson Belt Company.
Well,
I think we should.
I mean, it lasted quite a bit, so I would think you got your money's worth. Did you see the Lions traded T.J. Hawkinson?
Was the trade deadline?
I don't know. Apparently, everyone got traded. So the Lions, it was it was a little bit of a surprise they couldn't come to agreement. But the Lions will have 5 picks in the first 65 picks of the next draft. So I'm predicting that the Lions will be in the Super Bowl in 2024 against the Buffalo Bills in Las Vegas.
I'm predicting the Lions will never be in the Super Bowl.
Probably. Now, yeah, so the Super Bowl this year's in Arizona. In 2 years, it's in Vegas, and that's just going to be the biggest event in the history of the world. So.
And gambling is overtaking sports. In fact, ESPN, long a holdout against gambling, they've taken an interest in DraftKings, and it looks like ESPN is going to get into gambling.
Yeah, they are, for sure.
Which is kind of contrary to their corporate parent Disney's stance on gambling, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and you don't want to say too much about the NFL because, you know, if you even heard what happened to Pat McAfee yesterday, someone who pays the National Football League money to use their images, you don't want to say anything bad about them.
No, we could lose our rights.
We could lose our rights to say anything we want. Michigan State, they suspended 4 more players.
Total of 8.
Total of 8.
now.
We've been talking about it. I watched Mel Tucker's press conference. I thought he was a great leader in that. If this type of thing has affected some Michigan players' livelihoods or their status to be able to play next week, then yes, there should be some serious consequences. And I think Michigan State's handling it right. Suspended until the investigation's over. Those players will have access to academic support and health care, but will not be a part of any team activities until the investigation's complete, which
Could be the whole season.
it could be. But I mean, I think that's the right thing to do for sure.
Will there be any Michigan players
No.
suspended?
No.
They didn't do anything?
No.
Their penalty is not being in the college football playoff top 4. First standings released yesterday, even though Michigan, I saw on all the football games over the weekend, every analyst predicted Michigan in the top 4, and they're number 5.
Yeah,
And
well,
they're number 4 in the AP.
none of it matters. Michigan and Ohio State will have to play each other. It's just something to watch. Although I was a little bit mad as a fan that Michigan was number 5, and then I caught myself realizing that none of that matters. And I turned the channel to Hulu to watch, God forbid, the Jerry Falwell Jr. story.
Really?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, he had quite a
Woo!
scandal.
Quite a scandal. Noah was yelling at me for not knowing about it. I did know about it, but I didn't get to hear the version from Giancarlo, the pool boy, and it's juicy. It's juicy.
I don't think the pool boy's telling the whole story.
Oh, I think he's telling the truth.
Oh, I think he is, but I think there's more. There's even more.
Well, I'm sure there's probably some things that even he's embarrassed to talk about, but
There's more lurid details.
yeah, all I can tell you, these people are nuts, just nuts. So I would watch it. It will make you feel a lot better about yourself.
We're less than a week from Election Day, and already more than 1.1 million ballots in the state of Michigan have been turned in by absentee voters. And we're on pace, according to the Secretary of State, to be over 4 million voters, which would be about a 50% voter turnout. We really should have closer to 100% voter turnout, folks. But not as many voters expected as in 2018, the last midterm election.
Yes. Do you have those numbers?
No.
I do.
Well, total in 2018, 4.5 million.
Yeah, so in Jackson County in 2018, 55% of voters turned out. And then in the 2020 general, 65%, which was our
That's
largest turnout ever. So we'll see what happens. A lot of interesting races. Kathy Schmaltz against Maurice Imhoff. What an interesting story, Maurice. All this news comes out about him, and then he stops his candidacy and then gets feedback and reopens it. So it's kind of interesting, like, what's going on there. So that'll be an interesting one to follow. Of course, everyone except you and I are running for school board. So there's a lot to get to there. So very, very interesting, but you have a vote, so vote.
Some of the Bart Hawley show was used in commercials for both Kathy Schmaltz and Maurice Imhoff without permission.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't think that matters.
And I've seen them both. They've both been able to say, "Can we use your show in my commercial?"
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter.
Nah, I think I don't think the candidates actually produce those spots themselves.
No,
Bart.
we don't. And we don't endorse any candidates. And there are some
unless I was
candidates-
running, then we didn't.
I will tell you, there are candidates who are running that don't really want to be running.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
so ask them.
Ask them. Yeah, that's great.
Remember the big kerfuffle over daylight savings time? The Congress was going to eliminate it.
Yes.
Apparently, they had better things to do. So this weekend, fall back.
What?
This
No.
weekend, yes.
No.
Yes.
It's over.
No,
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
This is going to create a problem.
It didn't go away. Daylight savings time is still with us, and it's not going away.
Are you aware of this, Brandon?
No, I just found out.
Just found out. I thought it was. I've been telling everyone it's gone,
No,
and that's
it's
why
not.
Halloween was the way it was.
Nope,
Oh, great.
it's not gone. No. Have you heard about the TikTok Kia challenge?
I have heard of TikTok, but I've
TikTok-
never heard of Kia.
By the way, the FCC and the federal government is going to ban TikTok in the United States
Kia?
eventually.
What's a Kia?
Kia is a car.
Oh.
Remember, you know that guy on TV that says, I want to see ya?
Oh, yeah, Kia.
Yeah. So TikTok challenge is, it started in Milwaukee, and apparently you can hotwire a car really quickly, a Kia car, and so that's what's happening. The so-called Kia Boys Challenge shows how to quickly hotwire the Kia and encourages viewers to record themselves doing it. And in Detroit, the Detroit Police Department says it's a big problem. 259 Kias have been stolen, and also the Hyundai, apparently, a similar issue.
I remember when LeBron James was working with Kia, and they introduced like an Elite, a luxury model. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they did. I don't see too many of them on the road anymore. Yeah. No, I have not seen that, but I'm looking forward to logging onto TikTok and watching young people steal cars. That should be wonderful.
No,
Should be
TikTok,
wonderful.
TikTok.
Let's get to some scores from our friends at Extreme Dodge Jeep Ram. You can get an oil change without an appointment, which is great because that's one less step. No one wants to call to make an appointment. You just show up. Volleyball districts, Division 1 at Battle Creek Lakeview, Jackson 3, Battle Creek Central 1. Division 3 at David Rice High, Grass Lake 3, East Jackson 0, Lumen Christi 3, Leslie 0, and Pittsford ended Jackson Christian's season 3-0 on their home court. District tournament for today at Reading, Homer in Hanover and Reading in Jonesville, and Rays is open. It's not Monday, Noah. Division 3 at Addison High School, Hudson and Columbia Central and Napoleon in Manchester. So that's on deck. And our high school football game Friday for Avenue Auto will be Manchester at Napoleon, and that game will air at 10:30 Friday night on JTV.
Was Braden Lape on The Voice this week?
I don't know.
I don't think he was. He was not, but he's traveling for The Voice this week.
Is it Hometowns?
I think he's in Nashville. It's not Hometowns.
That's a Bachelor.
That's American Idol.
Oh, okay.
Who's on the show today?
We've got a great show. Mark Bernstein will join us right after this quick break.